The President unveiling a commemorative plaque. Thank you. Thank you.
my friend.
As we mark another milestone for Toyota Kenya, started by distributors of European and American cars. Then, however, we served, and here in Kenya they say that not only is the car in front of you always a Toyota, but the police car behind you is also a Toyota. In 79, unfortunately, we stopped the assembly of the Hilux in April 2005. But the vehicle that embodies the joy of owning something special, together with the toughness forged in the real road, Toyota Hilux pickup, and we appreciate for the surrounding region. We place great importance on the country of Kenya last year, including a comprehensive MOU covering Kenya's Big Four agenda. Plans for Mombasa port development, promote mini-grid and tutoring through Toyota Kenya.
Mheshimiwa, kwa dakika moja uweze kusalimia hawa wako hapa.
And so, Mheshimiwa Rais, we are very much grateful, without not forgetting the Gokundu project, which starts from this constituency. 6 of them are undertaking mechanical and 24 electrical training. It is my hope, Your Excellency, sir.
Let me just once again say how delighted I am to be with you today as we preside over the official launch of Toyota Kenya's new assembly line. This being done here at the Associated Vehicle Assemblers Complex in Mombasa. This new assembly line joins the growing list of globally renowned automotive brands that have chosen Kenya as a place to invest. Over the last 2 years, Volkswagen and Peugeot opened new production lines for local assembly of passenger cars, while the likes of General Motors have substantially increased their investment in the local assembly of heavy commercial vehicles. Indeed, this investment by Toyota Kenya, worth approximately 1 billion Kenya shillings, is a state-of-the-art assembly line, and I am informed that the assembly is specifically designed, as we have just seen, to assemble the new Hilux 4x4 pickup. To you, Toyota Kenya, we are grateful as a country for being confident in Kenya as a viable investment destination. We are confident that this investment will go a long way in creating jobs for our people. There is no doubt that we have made commendable progress in putting our economy on the right growth path since we adopted Vision 2030 in 2008. However, challenges of unemployment, particularly among our youth, food security to mention a few, still remains a matter of grave concerns to my administration and Kenyans. And indeed, to address these challenges, we as a government have adopted a more focused strategy, as you all know, known as the Big Four, to guide our development agenda for the period 2018-2022. This plan is focused on spurring economic activity by making targeted interventions under the 4 main pillars that you all well know. My administration recognizes that the automotive industry, as a key component of our manufacturing sector, is in much need of being revamped. In the first 3 decades of our independence, this industry was doing reasonably well here in Kenya. However, since the 1990s, when imported second-hand vehicles were allowed into the country, the vehicle assembly industry has struggled to stay afloat. This affected in a big way many local component manufacturers who even had to close shop for lack of market. The number of vehicles imported for which used vehicles comprise on average 85%, indicates that the country's vehicle consumption is indeed large enough to sustain a viable motor industry. Currently, we have a local assembly capacity of approximately 9,000 units, single shift, which can easily be scaled up to full capacity of 102,000 units on 3 shifts, which is over 85% of used, fully built units that we import. This shows without doubt that the potential is immense under the right policy and investment conditions, and I really hope and pray that our MPs and legislators will look at that. The statistics available on the performance of Kenya's motor vehicle assembly industry in 2017 shows this industry can have significant impact on the economy and key poverty indicators. For example, in this year, the industry registered an annual turnover of $600 million, including regional dealerships, employed over 12,000 people, of which 3,000 people are directly employed in assembly plants, 3,690 people in downstream spin-offs, and 5,782 in support sectors, excluding dealerships outside of Kenya. The commercial car assembly consumed locally produced materials to the tune of $135 million and contributed $80 million in annual tax revenues to the government. Therefore, the slowdown in vehicle assembly has in essence denied our youth opportunity for jobs in the local manufacturing space and access to transfer of technical skills. Furthermore, relying on imported used vehicles has been draining our foreign exchange to the tune of about 60 billion shillings every year, not to mention the threat to our environment. I am therefore committed to revamp the vehicle assembly as a key element of the manufacturing pillar. We all know that a robust manufacturing industry provides strong forward and backward linkages with agriculture, health, housing, tourism, wholesale and retail, as well as transport sectors, among others. These linkages create more opportunities to address our development challenges through innovations, diversification, and enhanced value addition in manufacture. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm well aware of the global automotive production that has shifted towards emerging and developing economies from the older industrial leaders, which continue to hold the top world's automaker brands. These emerging and developing economies have shown marked increases in vehicle demand due to the advancement of the middle income classes. Africa is positioning herself as a single market among the global economies, and the next frontier for growth and investment opportunity is without doubt here on the African continent. In this regard, the operational phase of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, with an enormous market potential of 1.27 billion people, will be launched in July of 2020. I believe that this agreement will be a game changer, and it is critical for job creation. And once fully up and running, it will be the world's largest free trade area by a number of countries. Kenya wants to remain a leader in selling manufactured goods, including those from the automotive sector under the Africa Free Trade Arrangement. It is for the foregoing reasons that as a country we aspire to become a regional automotive manufacturing hub with significant local content in the value add. We want to focus on building a strong production and manufacturing ventures to capitalize on this huge African market. And in this context, we are indeed putting together an appropriate national automotive policy informed by Kenya's developmental agenda and industry needs. This policy is substantially ready and will soon be implemented. The overall objective of the policy is to provide our domestic industry with a myriad of opportunities to achieve competitiveness in the manufacturing of automotive and parts production. The policy is designed to address a range of important issues for the sector, including establishing the legal and institutional framework necessary to guarantee regulatory certainty for investors. Further, it defines the desired knockdown kits levels for vehicles and motorcycle assembly as it articulates the fiscal incentives and other measures proposed to stimulate local content development. It also outlines the requirements for skills and technology transfer while setting out the parameters for cooperation between technical and vocational educational training institutions and the private sector in the areas of specialized vocational training for our youth. And in that regard, I thank Toyota Kenya for the facility that they have also set up in the industrial area in Nairobi. It is in this regard, therefore, that I once again direct the Cabinet Secretary for Industry, Trade and Cooperatives to immediately finalize this policy and submit the same to Cabinet for approval to enable its speedy implementation.